Bats are among the least known and understood of mammals. Their bodies are insulated with coats of hair. They have teeth, are usually active at night, and that makes people fear them most, sometimes under consideration of total darkness, such as in caves. Female bats provide milk for their young ones. As you know, mammals, they produce young ones alive. So female bats, they do breastfeed. They breastfeed their young one. Bats communicate by vocalizing. So sometimes they make those sounds or noise through sometimes or at frequencies above the range of human hearing. So bats, they can make sound, but sometimes it's very hard for a human being to hear those sounds that are made by these bats. As you know, bats which feeds on we have got birds that will be feeding on fruits as they feed on insects. The bats which feeds on fruits and nectar usually have large eyes and may move considerable distance in search of their desired food. So they fly and go in different places trying to look for fruits and even flowers where they can get nectar from. Bats usually hide during the day and mostly come out at night. So where they mostly hide, they can go in trees or in caves and other crevices where they hang upside down by their toes or clinging on the surface of their hiding place. So some bats, like they hang upside down and they use their hind legs actually to perch on the perches. Bats have got weak legs that forces them to hang upside down because of their weight of the body. So they can't hang, like they can't stand or walk like other mammals. Only they have to hang so that they are able to spend much time because their legs are very weak compared to the weight of the body. They have got that circulatory system that enables them to hang upside down, so it controls the blood not flow to the brain, so that makes a bat to hang upside down for long. And when they are hanging, they don't use much energy, so they just hang there and no energy is needed. They just need energy when it is time to take off or to fly from the perch. So when it comes to ecosystem, bats, they play an important role in the ecology of East Africa. There are two basic groups of bats: the insect-eating or insect bats and fruit-eating bats or fruit bats. They feed on fruits and nectar. Those are fruit-eating bats. The insectivorous species consumes vast amounts of insects each night. You can imagine like feeding on 1,000 or millions of mosquitoes like one night. So some insect-eating bats tend to hunt mainly moths and beetles, and that benefits farmers. Other insect bats feeds on larger invertebrates such as scorpions, and many even feeds on small vertebrates such as birds and other bats. So we have got bats that can feed on other bats, especially those vampire bats that can suck blood. and other vertebrates. In contrast, fruit bats not only helps to disperse seeds but also involves in pollination of some trees. So some fruit bats, especially those nectar feeding bats, they also help in pollination of those trees. Like as they move from one flower to another or one fruit to another, so they help in pollination of other, like in different species of trees. Generally, most people are unaware of the positive roles played by bats and and the few, if any, conservation effort have. So some people, they are considered only few species of bats, like Pemba flying fox, a fruit bat found only on Pemba Island in Tanzania, that has recently been the subject of major conservation program, with the general recognition of the global and importance of protecting biodiversity. Bats are becoming to be regarded as important species to be conserved. So there have been clearly a need of understanding more about bats biology, and to conserve the valuable species we need to ensure their roosts are not destroyed, like where they normally patch, like caves and trees are not destroyed, and that's the animals it serves are not. So we have to make them feel like they are not harassed by human being, whereby we encroach their habitats, we destroy their habitat. And some people, they do kill them because they know like they are somehow related to ghosts. It happens that in some community in the world, some people, they eat bats. Yeah, and we've been seeing bats, and people, they normally take them as only animals that spread diseases. But leaving alone that, you have to consider the other part, or the important part of these bats in the community. So let's come together. We need to protect these beautiful creatures because they play big role in ecosystem, and even in the whole world, not just in Africa. So like in East Africa, if we can talk of fruit bats, as you are seeing in background, those are fruit bats. They are straw-colored fruit bats. So this group includes the bats which are modified for feeding on fruits and nectar. In these bats, the destination is relatively weak. Their dentition is relatively weak, and chewing surface of the teeth are rounded, not sharp, as the insect-eating bats. Fruit bats are generally larger than the insect-eating bats, but sometimes you find fruit bats which are quite, like you find insect-eating bats which are quite larger than some fruit-eating bats. And even when you try to check the features of fruit bats have got larger eyes than most insect-eating bats. The largest species in East Africa are the Seychelles flying fox. Has the forearm length of the up to like 260 millimeters, and even the wingspan that can go up to 2 meters. So we have to work together and protect these beautiful creatures that are very important within the ecosystem. So